Okay guys, we are live. What is going on? It's Brando Linick here coming to you from my home office, and in this video I'm going to share with you guys how I was able to use mindfulness work while I was actually doing it at work, and I was able to do this and start a business. Now, going back a year and a half ago before I was able to start a business online, what I had done, and I always like to use business as an example because one, I did it, so I'm a personal testimonial of it. But I was trying to practice mindfulness work, all right, in my workplace, which was baking in a restaurant. And it was a little bit difficult, I'll be honest with you. I tried doing different things when I didn't have any work to do, like, walking, pacing, thinking of different things, cleaning up stuff, and it wasn't anything really effective, I found. And it wasn't until I set myself an outcome and a goal. All right, and this is how I practice mindfulness, at work. I set myself an outcome and goal because I actually wanted to create a different career path for myself. And maybe you can relate to this, maybe you can't. But I wanted to create a career path where I was my own boss. I could write my own paychecks. I didn't have somebody paying me, $10 or $15 an hour. I want to be able to make however much money I want to make, dependent on the work that I put in. And I knew business was the only way to do that. And I didn't want to start traditional business with supplies, equipment, employees. And I knew the only way to avoid those things would be online business. And so what ended up happening was, when I was off my breaks and when I was in between my shifts, all right, what I would do is I would start looking for things to do, different strategies, different techniques. I would start brainstorming up different ideas of how to go about building a business online. And because I set myself this goal, instead of getting up every morning and dreading, how the day was going to run me, instead of dreading how horrible and how dreading I was going to be at work, showing up to a boss, I started to imagine myself quitting my job. I started to imagine myself building a successful business online. And it got me really, really excited, all right? At first, it was hard to believe I could do it. And then just practicing this day in and day out, it created a habit for me, a habitual pattern after about a month of practicing that. And I absolutely believed I could do it. And what ended up happening was, when I was in between my shifts, all right, when I was on break especially, I would just start looking on my phone and start strategizing game plans to how to actually hit my goal to supplement my income at work to where I could quit it because I would have a business online. And what happened was I ended up coming across a person who was building a business online, all right, and I started to model and copy them. Now the cool thing is how I was able to do this mindfulness work at work was in between my shifts, all right. I would actually go down and I would actually have a piece of paper because as a baker I was baking in a section, so when I had like buns in the oven and I was waiting 10 minutes for them to cook, I could like pretend to clean stuff, or what I could do is I had a pen and piece of paper there and I could jot down different ideas, and that's what I started to do. So I had an outcome and a goal, guys, and I started to jot down ideas and I started to strategize different things when I wasn't doing anything effective, wasn't doing anything that revolved around working. I started to strategize different things that I could do to get to that outcome. So I'd write things down when I wasn't really working, and then when the buns were ready I'd take them out and then I'd serve them to people, and then I would come back, I would start writing things down. Then when I got home I would start brainstorming on the internet how to get it, and I came across an individual who started to build a business and income online, and I began to model and copy what they were doing, and it took me 3 months after that point to create a full-time income business, working part-time after that point. But I hope it's to impress upon you that those aren't average or typical results, and really ultimately it doesn't matter the road you decide to go down. If you want to practice mindfulness at work, I hope that you get that you need to have an outcome. You need to have a goal that you're setting for yourself. Why do you want to practice mindfulness work? What kind of mindfulness work are you going to practice? Is it going to help you get to your results faster, or is it just because you want to, have work going for you all the time and you're not stopping, okay? I encourage you, set an outcome that projects your lifestyle and your life to another level. For me, that was learning to build a business online and just saturating my mind with ideas and thoughts of that. When I wasn't doing anything, writing things down while I was on my breaks, writing things down, searching things up online. That's what I was doing. Instead of letting the day run me, I was running my day in the background, even though I was still working at work. So I hope this video inspires you guys to, in your free time, first come up with an outcome and a goal that you want. all right, to get you to where you want to be. And secondly, inspires you to, see the possibilities that you can take this and apply it in different forms and fashions. This is just one from my experience. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. I believe you can do this, all right? Just have an outcome and goal. That is really what I want you to get out of this video. Have an outcome and goal, and that's what I started off with. And then saturate your mind on how you're going to get to that outcome and goal. What can get you there? That's what I did. Online business was my thing to become my own boss. And the cool thing is, when you're building a business, the more work you put in, the more you can make. And I had no problem in putting in the work. And the more work I put in, the more I could reap. That was very attractive to me. So that's the path I wanted to take. So I appreciate you. It's been fun. If you want to learn more about building a business and income online, if you're coachable, trainable, open to learning, connect with me on my site. The link will be down below. It's 123marketingtips.com. And I'll see you guys on the beach of the world. Take care.